predicting every single game. Sorry about what just happened there. Let's see. Let's reload this. Alright, yeah. Alright, we're breaking down and predicting every single game in March Madness. We're doing it. I already predicted one game in the last part of the stream. But Auburn and I don't even know who could possibly ALTS. What's that? St. Francis or whatever? St. Francis, PA, and ALTS. I don't really know much about what's going on there. I don't know what's really going on there. I don't even know. So we're gonna go into here. We're gonna make sure all this stuff is good. Predicting single NCAA tournament, every single March Madness game live. And then let's go here. Let's change that. Let's go there. And yeah, here we go. We're pretty much set, ready to predict every single game. I was going to start this like 5 minutes ago, but there's a problem with my laptop, and I had to turn it off for a minute and restart it. And yeah, we're back. So yeah, let's go. Let's get into it. All of that stuff is set. I think. Yeah, we're good. Alright, anyways, predicting every single game right here, guys. I'm so ready. This is like the best time of the year. This is the best time of the year. Let's go in here, and let's start us off. Auburn playing this game. Louisville and Creighton. Should be a fun game. About this game. This is a tough one to pick. Like, I think this one could go really either way as an 8-9 matchup. I think Louisville's really being disrespected, though, as an 8 seed. I'm going to pick Louisville to win this game. Michigan and UC San Diego. UC San Diego's had a magical run. There's no denying it. But, like, Michigan just won the Big Ten championship. The way this run for UC San Diego is going, I would feel confident picking them to win this game in an upset. But Michigan just won the Big Ten championship. So we got to pick Michigan to win because of that. A couple years ago, Yale was a 13 seed. Last year, actually. Yale upset Auburn, if you guys remember that. That was a big upset in college basketball. So, I think they could do it again, but Texas A&M, they fought. They got good players. They got what's his face? I'm forgetting that one dude's name. Got to the line a bunch. So they got hoopers on their team. They do have hoopers. So I'm gonna go Texas A&M to win that game. But I could see Yale pulling off the upset. All right, right here we move on to Ole Miss and then San Diego State or UNC. I wish we could just straight up pick this game right here. I guess not. But I mean, Ole Miss is good. Ole Miss is a good team. I think UNC should take care of business against San Diego State. Ole Miss is good, but I'm gonna pick San Diego State, UNC, and guys. I don't want to have a perfect bracket. I don't, because I'm not picking UNC to go all the way. Every single time I pick one of my teams to win and go all the way, it doesn't really turn out well. So for that reason, I can't pick UNC to go all the way. I just can't. I can't. Right here, though, I am picking us to be Ole Miss. Iowa State and Lipscomb right here. This should be interesting. Gonna go Iowa State, but yeah, well, we could see an upset there. Marquette and New Mexico. Marquette has disappointed me in my predictions all year in random games that I predicted. Give me New Mexico to pull the upset, but I could change that up. I could change that game up. Michigan State and Bryant. I'm gonna pick Michigan State to win that game. Oh wait, actually, New Mexico kind of killed me in my picks last. I picked New Mexico to the Sweet 16. They got blown out in the first game. We'll leave that for now. Florida's gonna beat Norfolk State. UConn and Oklahoma. Is UConn gonna three-peat? That's the question. They're not gonna three-peat. I mean, we can keep it at that. I do not think they're gonna three-peat, but I do think they're gonna have some success. They'll beat Oklahoma there. Memphis and Colorado State. Colorado State's been good all year. Memphis just has problems in Memphis won the AAC championship today. Memphis won the AAC championship. I'm going to go Memphis to win this game. I'm going to go Memphis too. Maryland, Grand Canyon. I was high on Grand Canyon last year. I did pick them to beat Duke. Duke won that game, but give me Maryland to win that. Missouri and Drake. Bro, Drake has been amazing all year long. That's gonna be my first upset pick. Drake is gonna be my first upset pick to win. I'm gonna pick Drake to beat Missouri. Texas Tech and UNC Wilmington. Oh God, this is difficult. UNC Wilmington's just a team that I feel could have some March memories. Ride March memories high. Nah, I gotta go Texas Tech. I gotta go Texas Tech. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta go Texas Tech. And something I also have to keep in mind is a 5 seed has never actually won the tournament. A 5 seed has never won the tournament. Kansas and Arkansas. Kansas and Arkansas. This is where we're at right now. Yeah, Kansas, Arkansas. I was thinking about Arkansas. I don't know if I count this as an upset pick. I'm gonna pick Kansas. They did start the season off as the #1 ranked team. St. John's to Omaha. I think St. John's pretty easy pick right there. Duke and whatever that is. I hate to do it, but we gotta go Duke, fellas. We gotta go Duke, guys. Baylor and Mississippi State. Baylor's disappointed me all year, but I did pick Baylor to go to the Final Four preseason. So we're going to keep that going, and they're my pick to beat Mississippi State in that game. I'm just very high on Baylor. Right here we got Oregon, and we got Liberty. I do believe that Oregon is pretty vulnerable compared to a lot of these other teams. So many teams have proven that they are vulnerable, but Oregon's the better team. Oregon's the better team. I just accidentally selected Oregon to go there. Whatever. Oregon is my pick over Liberty. Arizona and Akron. I don't fully trust Arizona. I really don't. But Akron, I don't have Akron winning this game. BYU and VCU, as I've said, I don't think BYU is going to go very far. Second upset pick, give me VCU to win that game over BYU. Kind of difficult to say with both those two teams. BYU, VCU. Wisconsin, Montana. Wisconsin's been very great as of recent. St. Mary's and Vanderbilt. This should be, I think, maybe the most interesting game of the first round. And the reason I say that is because St. Mary's is going to get tested. They're a 7 seed. They've been so great all year, dominating in the West Coast Conference, along with Gonzaga. We don't know how the West Coast Conference is going to compare to the SEC, which is the best. So, one of the worst conferences, like compared to the Power 5, against the best conference in Vanderbilt. So, while I believe St. Mary's is the better team, and I actually think I'm wearing my St. Mary's shirt under this, I don't know. Vanderbilt's good. They're not good compared to other SEC teams, but they're a good basketball team. They are a good basketball team. But in a close game, I don't know. I'm going to come back to this game. I'm going to come back to this game. Alabama, Robert Morris. Give me Alabama to win that one right there. Make sure I selected them to win. Okay, cool. Houston and SIUE. Next year, everyone is going to be glazing these. I wouldn't say that. Houston is going to win that. Why do I keep right-clicking? Gonzaga and Georgia brings us to another really interesting game out here in the Midwest. Should be a very, very interesting game in the Midwest, ladies and gentlemen. Gonzaga and Georgia. I don't trust Gonzaga fully, and I don't trust Georgia fully. Two teams that I'm not going to pick to go very far. Regardless, I'm picking Houston to win, to beat either of these two teams. I've guaranteed neither of these teams are going to advance. But with that being said, you still got to predict the correct winner. And in this game, are we going to see two West Coast teams really move on to the next round? Georgia and Gonzaga. Gonzaga's a team. Gonzaga's a legacy team, or whatever you want to say. Gonzaga's a team that's been in these moments. They do the stuff. I'm going to pick Gonzaga to win. Clemson and McNeese. This is a game where I could see an upset happening. I really could see an upset happening in this game. I've got to go Clemson, but I could see an upset happening. Purdue and High Point. Again, I don't know anything about High Point. I've got to pick Purdue to win that game. Texas or Illinois against either Texas or Xavier. If Texas wins this game, I could totally see Texas winning. But if Xavier wins, that is what leaves uncertainty in my heart. Illinois, though. What do we know about Illinois? They got blown up by Duke. Illinois could be pretty I don't think Illinois has had much success in March over the last few years. I'm gonna pick Illinois to win, but that game could be turned around. Kentucky is guaranteed a team that's gonna win this game. They're gonna be looking for redemption after last year. That's why I picked them to win this game. UCLA and Utah State. Bilodeau's the guy on UCLA, right? Yeah, that's a good player on UCLA. So that could be a reason why. That could be a reason why I would pick UCLA. But Utah State's been one of the most promising teams all year, and I don't know if this is these games are tough to pick. I'm gonna be honest. This is really tough to pick. I just don't know how high I am on UCLA. UNC beat UCLA. Utah State beat UCLA. I mean, what Utah? What am I saying? What am I saying? Utah State's playing UCLA. So who do I pick to win this game? First off, we're gonna start by selecting Tennessee to beat Wofford. We'll start with that. And then UCLA and Utah State. That's a really difficult game. That's a difficult game to pick, man. Wow, that's tough. That's really difficult. I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna have to look up and find some facts. UCLA vs Utah State. UCLA's guards must lead them in the way against their guards must lead them. Okay, Utah State's a good defensive team. Play UCLA. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick Utah State to pull off the upset and beat UCLA right here. I'm gonna pick Utah State to win that game. And then back up here we got St. Mary's and Vanderbilt. I'm gonna pick St. Mary's to win. I gotta pick St. Mary's to win. Alright, Auburn and Louisville. I know I've said that Auburn is very vulnerable. We've seen it, but Auburn's easily better than Louisville. What are we saying? Michigan, Texas A&M. As I said, I don't have full trust in Texas A&M. Michigan's a team that just won the Big Ten Championship. I'm picking Michigan to win that game. San Diego State and UNC against, or UNC, but UNC is my pick, against Iowa State. I'm not very high on Iowa State. And this is what's crazy about it, is I see a potential matchup where I would really, really want to pick UNC to win against Michigan State. But I'm going to pick UNC to win this game and go to the Sweet 16. But Michigan State's right there too. So UNC is going to survive for this round. Michigan State's better than New Mexico. As I said, I'm very uncertain about that pick between New Mexico and Marquette. So we're going to have to think about that. You got UNC to the Sweet 16. Hey, I mean, yeah, pretty much. Washington to the championship. I wouldn't say that. Washington's not even in it. But this is a game that really changes a lot up in the South. I was just making sure. So we're going to pick UNC to beat Iowa State. Close game. I'm not very, very high on Iowa State going in this tournament. I think they're an Elite 8 team at best as a 3 seed, which as a 3 seed, you want to have the max room as like a Final Four championship contender. So I'm picking UNC to win that. And then Michigan State's going to move on right there. Moving down here, we get Florida and UConn. Florida's been so dominant. Their offense is great. UConn's going for the 3-peat. I really highly doubt it's going to happen. Just because, yeah, they're going to get matched up with the 1 seed Florida in here. Florida's going to take care of business and win that game. Memphis and Colorado State. I mean, Memphis and Maryland as a 5 seed and a 4 seed matchup. As a 5 seed and a 4 seed matchup. Oh, wow. Wow. They're an AAC school. They're a Big Ten school. I gotta pick Maryland to win that. I have to pick Maryland. Drake and Texas Tech. As I said, I am very high on Texas Tech. I think that their ceiling could go very far. St. John's and Kansas. Dude, I can't pick Kansas to beat St. John's. St. John's has just been so great. But they are in a bad Big East conference this year. Final Four for UNC. Honestly, I'm really praying. Add Vanderbilt to the Final Four. I have them losing to St. Mary's. All right, Duke and Baylor. I had Baylor going to the Final Four in the preseason. Give me Duke to win that game. And then we get Arizona and Oregon right here. Then we get Arizona and Oregon. I'm going to change that around. I actually just clicked that from last round. So Arizona and we get Oregon. Caleb Love against Oregon. This has been a rivalry in college basketball now for a couple of years. I expect this to be a very, very close game. Arizona, though, has had problems in the tournament over the last couple of years. Oregon is a team that really has... Oregon's been a team that really has been in close games all year long. And I think if they keep that going, I think they can beat Arizona. And I do think they beat Arizona and move on. We got Oregon and Duke there. VCU and Wisconsin. Wisconsin's rolling right now. Give me them to roll on into the next round. St. Mary's, Alabama. Definitely want to pick the upset. Nope, I got Alabama winning that. On to the next round, we got Houston and Gonzaga. As I said, whoever's winning this game, whoever's winning this game, I just want to get it right because Houston's winning. Houston's beating Gonzaga, guys. Clemson and Purdue. I'm not as high on Purdue as I've said. I'm going to pick Clemson to win that one. I'm going to pick Clemson, and they're going to move on. But I think if Clemson goes anywhere early, I think they lose to McNeese. So that would set us up for Houston and Clemson. Clemson also did have a far run last year. I have McNeese State going to the round of 32. Beat Clemson. That'd be fun. We get Illinois and Kentucky. I barely picked Illinois. If you guys saw the beginning of the stream, I barely picked Illinois to win this game. I have to go Kentucky. Kentucky's playing good basketball too right now. Utah State and Tennessee. Utah State did a good run last year, but Tennessee's the better team. I think I'm picking the higher seeds in really everything. I hate doing that so much. We are going to change this up. This isn't the final draft. Auburn and Michigan, right off the bat, we're going to go Auburn. We're going to go Auburn to win, advance to the Elite Eight. Hate to do it. We got to go Michigan State over UNC. Florida and Maryland. Maryland's so good. Florida's so good. Maryland's good too. They're a Big Ten school, but the best SEC team against like the third or fourth best Big Ten team. Give me Florida. Texas Tech and St. John's. I'm very, very high on both these teams, but you guys have heard me say nothing but good things at this point about Texas Tech. They're going to move on, and they're going to play Florida in the Elite Eight. Moving back up here to the top, we get Duke and Oregon. As much as I want to pick Oregon to win this game, we got to go Duke. They advance and move on. Wisconsin and Alabama. Wow, Wisconsin and Alabama. That is difficult. John Tonge is good. Yeah, he is good. He is really good. Alabama's got Mark Sears, all of those guys. Oh, that is in the East, too. I didn't realize that. I thought that was in the West. That is in the East. Alabama's a really good team, but Wisconsin, I think Wisconsin they've been the better team for a little not longer now. I think Wisconsin's been a little more consistent. I'm going to pick Wisconsin to beat Alabama. Houston and Clemson. Houston's very consistent. I'm going to pick Houston to win that. Tennessee and Kentucky, rematch of what I believe was a last year's game. Tennessee's so good. I'm higher on Tennessee than really all teams right now, actually. Besides maybe Florida and a couple other teams. Up here to the Elite Eight, Auburn, Michigan State. This is where I think Auburn's road comes to an end. Michigan State's looking very promising this year. They truly are. And then Florida and Texas Tech. I think Florida's the best team in college basketball right now. And I think that's going to have a big effect on Texas Tech. I do. I truly do. Wisconsin and Duke. Oh my god. I don't like doing this. Damn. I gotta pick Duke. To go to the Final Four. And then Houston and Tennessee over here. I think Tennessee's been... I'm high on Tennessee. I'm going to pick Tennessee. Right here we get Michigan State and Florida. I'm going to pick Florida, and I'm going to pick Tennessee. And we're ultimately going to get a rematch of the SEC Championship, where I think that Florida's gonna outlast Tennessee. That's my pick. Florida's currently my pick to win it all. They've been the most consistent recently. They just won they just proved that today that they're the best team in the best conference. Tennessee proved that they're the second best team in the best conference. Duke proved that they're the best team in like the fourth best. They're like the second best team or something like that in the second best conference. It kind of aligns like that, right? How many points will be scored in the championship game? I always look at something in the mid-70s. Not high scoring, not low scoring. We're going to go 77-76. It's going to be a good game. 76 plus 77. 153. 153. That's my pick right now. That is my pick. What's your thought on Withers? I feel bad for Withers. I feel so bad for him. I do. let's see this. Enter the 2025 All-State Tourney Challenge for a chance to win 5,000. Ah. Oh, wait, no, you have to be over 21, right? Enter the Coors Light March Hoops. You must be 21 and agree. ESPN will share your name, email, Coors Light. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, fellas. But right here, enter the sweepstakes chance to win 5,000. And if I submit my bracket, I can still make other changes. Let's make sure. Oh, wait, no, you got to be 18 to enter that. God damn it. All right. You know what? We got to go back here, and we're going to change this up. We got to change that around. Okay, yeah. We're just going to put Tennessee in as the winner right there, and then enter. And, all right, cool. Yeah, we can change this up, too. We can change this up. I'm going to do some edits, some initial edits, because I'm not fully sure how I like how that ended. I think there's not enough upsets. I said 5 upsets. Let's make sure I got all of them. So we got 1 right there. We got 2 right there. 3 right there. We've got 4 right there. We've got... Okay, we got 5. But these are all, like, boring. We need 1 spicy upset to throw in there. I'm going to find a vulnerable team that's, like, a 3 or 4 seed that I think can get upset. And we got some other upsets in other rounds. But we want the big first round upset. Memphis, Colorado. That could be 1. Maryland, Grand Canyon. The one I was thinking about, the one that I was thinking about early on was McNeese and Clemson. That was the one I was thinking of. If that happens, then McNeese would move on to play Purdue. Purdue would be... I would pick Purdue over McNeese, and then Houston over Purdue. Bring Vanderbilt over Alabama. Do I have Vanderbilt even playing Alabama? No, I don't even have Vanderbilt. I have Vanderbilt losing to St. Mary's. That's one that I could change too. We need like an 11 seed moving on far. What's like an 11 seed? Last year, the team that I... Well, obviously UNC is an 11 seed, but last year the team that I rode very far on was... I rode far on James Madison and Grand Canyon. Both of those 2 teams. New Mexico, we've got I just want to see what it looked like if I would pick UNC to win it all. Then we play Auburn. I'd pick UNC. I pick UNC over Florida. Okay. Okay. What's another upset? Let's look through all of this. Lipscomb and Iowa State. Okay. Bryant, Michigan State. Comment down below some of your upsets. James Madison in the tournament. No, they are not in the tournament. James Madison's not in the tournament this year. What other upsets can I pick? VCU and Wisconsin in the second round. I did pick VCU over BYU. Akron and Arizona would be one that I'm thinking about. Let's see. What else? McNeese and Clemson. High Point, Purdue. I could pick High Point, Purdue as well. I'm gonna pick Clemson to win, but then I'm gonna pick High Point to beat Purdue. That's gonna be what I got in there. That's what I need to do some research about High Point, because I do know that Purdue is not as good as many people think. What conference did they win? Let's start that off. The Big South. Okay, they won the Big South. They were the 1 seed in the Big South. All right. Put 12. San Diego State, round of 16. UC San Diego, round of 16. Who do they play in the first round? I don't know who they play in the first round. Let's see. UC San Diego. They play Michigan. Nah. I'm not picking them to beat Michigan. Michigan just won the Big Ten, dude. I can't do that. I can't do that. They just won the second best conference in college basketball, third best conference in college basketball. So I can't. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. You got Drake going to the Sweet 16. Let's see. Yeah, I do have Drake beating Missouri, but Texas A&M or Texas Tech. I am high on Texas Tech. I am very high on Texas Tech. Let's see. Yeah, they got a really good roster. They got good depth. Texas Tech has a lot. Combination of Elijah Davis and Russell Hawkins. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. And yeah, I mean, they do have JT Toppin, one of the best transfers in college basketball, so I have to keep them in there. We could see Maryland, maybe Grand Canyon as an upset. Colorado State. Colorado State was a team that I was thinking about. I was thinking about Colorado State. I'm definitely still thinking about Texas and Xavier. Let's take a look at the East. Duke, Baylor, Oregon, Arizona. Akron over Arizona. Montana over Wisconsin. I can't do Montana over Wisconsin. I can't do Robert Morris over Alabama. Check out down here. UCLA, Utah State, Kentucky, and Troy. I didn't really even notice Kentucky was playing Troy. Okay. Kansas and Arkansas. St. John's, Omaha. I don't know. Is Texas Tech vulnerable? Let's look at Texas Tech's schedule. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so they ended second in the Big 12. They play, UNC Wilmington. Game's going to be on Thursday. Some of their key losses are to Houston. I know they lost to Arizona somewhere in here. Yeah, they lost to Arizona, Houston. Oh, they beat Houston, too. Yeah, they beat Houston. I have a feeling that it's going to be hard to pick against Texas Tech. It's going to be hard to pick against Texas Tech. That's one that I'm going to have problems doing that. Why does it say 5 a.m.? Wait, what? The San Diego State, March 18th, 5 a.m. Pacific time? How is 5 a.m. Pacific time? How is that even possible? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's even possible. San Diego State. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what that game is, but other than that, those are some ads that I'm going to have. High Point and Clemson. I got to go Clemson. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. We got Florida winning it all. I'm going to submit that bracket like that. Make sure I have every game predicted. And I'm going to go in here. I might make some changes. I'll update you guys if I do make changes. But other than that, like, I got a 1 seed, a 2 seed, a 2 seed, and a 1 seed. I don't like that. Let's see, 2024 March Madness bracket. Let's see the 2024 bracket. Images, click on it. See, the Final Four, we had an 11 seed that nobody saw coming, a 1 seed, a 4 seed, and a 1 seed. That's what I like. Like, I like just some mid-seeds, like 4 or 5 seeds. Not 5 seeds. 5 seeds don't win. Sorry to all 5 seeds. So what's a team that I could see making noise? Michigan over Auburn. Michigan over Auburn. UNC to the Final Four. I agree. Hot take. I mean, Michigan over Auburn, though? Like, actually? UNC over Michigan State. UNC nearly beat Michigan State. UNC's a better team. I don't know about Michigan State. Who did Michigan State lose to in the Big Ten? In the Big Ten, that could decide a lot. I know they beat Oregon, and I know they beat. Okay, they beat Oregon, and okay, they lost to Wisconsin. Dang, man. That was the team I was high on. I guess not. San Diego State right here. Yeah, we'll go. For now, we'll keep this. We'll keep this for now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah.